Hello guys, today we are seeing a rear dumping trailer made for the China market. It is quite popular and we have made a lot of them. In the front we have the air connections. This is different than the last two videos we are seeing. This is quick coupler. It's adopted from the hydraulic system, hoist system. It would quick couple it and then quick remove it out. Because it has no color, so I have to give a sticker here to see this one is control line, this one is the in charge line. The control line is red color, is yellow color, and in charge line is red color because it's always with air. So once you release this one, once you release the red braking line one from the tractor air compressor, it would stop the trailer immediately and give the brake. We shall talk about the brake later. So why, if you remove this, it would have a brake immediately for the trailer when we goes to the back. This is the socket. This is the ABS socket, and this is the 7-pin socket for the electricity, 24 volt. It's a Philips 7N. This is our nameplate, and it says our Chinese Republic number. This model number, and this is VIN, and this is production serial number. This is the production date. It's made by May of this year. And total length, total weight, total height, and this is the pressure of the air reserve tank. This is the tare weight, it's a 6.8 ton, and the payload is 40 ton, and the kingpin is 50.8 millimeter, which is 2 inch. This is the kingpin bolted type. Here we have a gap. This gap is for the maintenance and the repairing. You can see the hoist, the hydraulic cylinder here. The bottom, we use the bolt to connect to the front wall, the bulkhead. Then we have another two black part to connect to the front wall. Once this hydraulic cylinder goes up, the frame here would separate with the main frame. The subframe would separate with the main frame. Then the trailer would taping. Here you have the ladder. The driver can go to the top and see the cargo inside by this ladder. You probably think it's too high and you cannot get it on. But once you get touched to the prime mover, it would have something at the bottom you can step. This is the reflector. Round type reflector. You can see it's no electricity line. This is the bottom side indicator light. At the top we have another two indicator light to show how the outside of the trailer is in the evening. This bracket is for the hydraulic oil tank. Sometimes we put it on, sometimes our clients wants to get it back, and then they would modify this by themselves. Back to here, we have two landing gears. We haven't finished the installation yet. There is a bar missing. We shall put the bar on before get this trailer out to the drivers. And the bar is connecting the two landing gears to make sure it is stronger. The landing gear is made by aluminum, but this one is cheap and not expensive, because in China, once we hook up with the trailer and the landing gear never be used anymore, not never, maybe very rare to be used. Here we can see the capacity of this landing gear is 8 ton and 12 tons, so it's quite low compared to other landing gears. And the the installation height is 840 millimeter, and the travel distance is about 480 millimeter, and the tare weight of those two landing gear is 22 kilograms for this two. And here the operation menu. There's some steps you can follow. To go inside, we have the braking line. This is the braking line, and this is the protection rubber. This protection rubber protects the braking line to touching to the steel stuff. If we don't have this one, the braking line gonna vibrate during the traveling. Later, here gonna be a gap. You're gonna repair this. Same conception for the electricity line. Now we can see the rear of the trailer. To the rear, we have air chamber and suspension hanger. The air chamber, we have two types. This one is 30 liter air chamber. We have a 30 liter air chamber, two of them on the one for the right and one for the left. And there we have 30-30, two 30-30. This is air reserve tank. The air reserve tank have a release cable. You can actually hear a very small pressure remaining inside. The reason we have that drawn valve, it is because during the using the moisture and the garbage from the tractor air compressor gonna fill half of this tank. If you don't release them on time, you see this welding line, they're gonna rust it, and later the pressure inside cannot hold it be inside anymore, so it's gonna explode. That's why we have air release valve here. It's like taking dump every day for them. That's the leaf spring, and that's the equalizer. We always have two steel bar here to merge the suspension hanger and the top member, and the rod between the two suspension become a square. So the one square, two square, three square, three axles, we should have three squares like a one piece, not separated. So they're gonna combine together. On top we have the body of the trailer. Those are members and reinforcement plate. Something you can see the welding, and you can see the braking line and the electricity line. Here we have a very small side protection, which is required by the China regulation. It curved here to give some protection to the tire. This is the tire, and that's the axle made by our axle factory. Here is the tire, here the rim. The tire we're using is Chaoyang. The English brand name is Westlake. I don't know why this company is doing this, but sounds like us. It's like our Chinese brand is Huixiong and Lianiu, but our English brand is Dutch Trailer, so it does not translate directly from their Chinese name. Here's the suspension. This is the equalizer, and that's the TOCOM, adjustable TOCOM. In the other side, we would have the fixed TOCOM. This is the fixed TOCOM. You cannot adjust that. You can only adjust this because they have both there. Remember the cable for the air reserve tank? See, here the cable. The driver can easily release the pressure and without going down there. Here we can see the double air chamber. We have explained that whenever you discharge the red line to the front, the trailer would have brake. Why? Because the air chamber has two chambers, so we call this double air chamber. Once you release the red color to the front, the spring in the back would be not being pushed anymore, so it would be open. Then once it open, then the stroke would go further. When it go further, the slide adjuster would go to the back position. The slide adjuster is connecting with this camel shift. So the camel shift would turn. The camel shift end, there is a device like this. Usually it's this. And then when it turns, it goes like this. When it goes like this, the gap here is becoming bigger. It was smaller, then it's becoming bigger. This gap called slide, and this is the slide adjuster. So once the slide getting bigger, the two braking pads connecting to the slide device of the camel shift would open to touch the braking drum. Touch the braking drum made by those cast steels, and the braking pad would press the drum and giving the fractions. The fractions would stop and would slow it first, then maybe stop it later, and then the tire would turning low speed than before. That's why you are having the braking. So whenever you release the red line in the front, you would have the braking here. I hope you clear myself to you guys. Okay, here's the rear door. We have seen this many times. And okay guys, I think that would be enough for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy our video today. Talk to you later. See you. Bye bye.